Do you want to know exactly how the Russians conduct cyber warfare on their enemies? Well, you're about to learn all about that in this video. I'm about to break down the methods of Russian cybercriminals and how devastatingly effective they have been. In this video, I'm going to reveal why you shouldn't underestimate Russia's cyber threat, the destructive malware Russia is using to corrupt computers around the world, how Russia has used cyber weapons in its war with Ukraine, and where the attacks are actually coming from, and who's responsible. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video to learn how Russia conducts cyber warfare around the world. And before I reveal everything, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's really going to help me with the algorithm so I can grow this channel. Also, make sure you stick around to the end of this video to learn how you can get paid $2,500 per day as a qualified cybersecurity professional. Done that? All right then, let's go. The new frontier. In the past, war was fought on the battlefield with soldiers and armies. These days, often it's fought through computers. The United States and Russia are in an arms race to develop their cyber weapons, and Russia has already used theirs. One study found that 74% of ransomware revenue goes directly to Russian-linked hackers. The money that could be tracked accounted for around $500 million worth of cryptocurrency. The Russian government claims that it has cracked down on cybercrime, but many of the attacks are linked directly to their own operations. DDoS. If you punch Russian DDoS attack into Google, you get more than 1 million results. Most of them are news articles of Russian enemies being targeted with the method. But how does it actually work? DDoS stands for Distributed Denial of Service, and the way it works is actually pretty simple. The idea is to interrupt normal traffic on a server by overloading a target with a flood of internet traffic. If 10,000 people all try to log onto a small website at the same time, more than likely it's going to crash. It's the same for big websites, it just takes a lot more firepower. Russia is able to build ammunition by infecting thousands of devices with malware. Once infected, they can control where their internet traffic is directed and use them as bots. A group of bots is called a botnet. The bigger the target, the bigger the consequences can be. As part of its invasion of Ukraine, Russia is using DDoS attacks that have crippled Ukrainian infrastructure and caused outages. One of the targets was the national telecom provider Ukrtelecom, which left only 13% of its users able to access the network. And it's more than just blocking Instagram and Facebook. These outages are harmful to security, medical, and government organizations too. Whispergate. Denial of service is just the most basic weapon that Russia intelligence services use. To take things up a notch, the Russians have used malware known as Whispergate. Once infected, Whispergate deletes hard drives and leaves computers virtually useless. After peace talks with Ukraine, NATO and the EU failed in January of this year, Russia initiated Whispergate, which destroyed some of the Ukrainian government's IT systems. Then, again in February, the GRU, which is the military intelligence service of Russia, hit Ukraine with another cyber attack. This one was called Foxblade and had the same effect as Whispergate, but this time it targeted military and government networks. Are you considering a cybersecurity career change? Cybersecurity professionals are in such high demand that companies are offering great salaries to attract new talent and even better salaries to those advancing their skills. Some cybersecurity professionals are now charging $2,500 per day. Yes, high demand means great paychecks. So what does the global shortage mean for you? It means opportunity. If you join the VIP membership at Station X Cybersecurity School, you'll get unlimited access to all the training material you need to become a highly paid cybersecurity professional. Check out the link in the description below to sign up for a big discount. Now back to the video. Launching attacks. Most of the attacks can be traced back to the secretive hacking group Sandworm, or Unit 74455, which is thought to be Russia's top cyber military unit. In 2007, Russia attacked the websites of many important Estonian institutions. These included banks, media, and government websites that were taken down simultaneously crippling much of its business. Then in 2015, 12 French TV channels were taken down and the systems of major broadcasting service TV5 Monday were dismantled. This time, after the French government launched an investigation, the notorious Russian hacking group APT28 were found to be responsible. But most famously, during the 2016 US election, Russia was connected to the hacking of top Democratic Party officials in an attempt to influence the presidential election. Thousands of confidential emails and documents were leaked to try to discredit Hillary Clinton. And at one of the biggest events on television, the Russians struck again. It was the 2018 opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics in South Korea. The attack was carried out by Sandworm and knocked out Wi-Fi systems, ticketing networks, and other critical services. Just like a bomb, there was a countdown clock to the beginning of the ceremony, and once it reached 0, the attack began. Methods of cyber attacks. From all of these examples, we can see that Russia doesn't attack targets just randomly. Often, they will wait until diplomacy fails before launching an attack. And just like in Ukraine, Russia will attack the infrastructure of a country before invading with military force. That way, communication and intelligence are more difficult, just when they are needed the most. As you have already seen, Russia has also used cyber warfare to try and disrupt political events. But it's not just under times of war. Russian hackers are constantly trying to break into secure networks of foreign governments to gain the upper hand. So watch out! Did you find this video valuable? Do you think Russia's hackers are a threat to the US, and indeed the world? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cybersecurity content like this.